Good evening. The latest weather update from the Nandi Weather Office has placed Tropical Cyclone Evan 60 kilometers south-southeast of Viwa, or about 30 kilometers west-northwest of Nandi, and about 145 kilometers west-northwest of Suva at 4 p.m. today. On this track, the cyclone is expected to be located about 205 kilometers south-southwest of Viwa, or about 170 kilometers southwest of Nandi, or about 225 kilometers west-southwest of Suva at 4 a.m. tomorrow. A hurricane warning remains in force for Yasawa and the Mamanuca group west of the line from Ba to Singatoka and nearby smaller islands. A storm warning remains in force for the interior of Viti Levu and Vatulele, while a gale warning remains in force for the Mbua province, Lomai Viti group, rest of Viti Levu and nearby smaller islands, Kandavu, Benga, and also the nearby smaller islands. A strong wind warning and a damaging heavy swell warning remains in force for the rest of Fiji. The first official reports of damage caused by Tropical Cyclone Evan are now trickling in. Commissioner Western Commander Choeli Thawaki with this update.
Cyclone Evan's devastation of the Western Division, this covers from Ra to Nanronga. And as we speak, Cyclone Evans is still in force here in Lautoka. The advisory to our people of the Western Division: if you are in safety, please do not move. Stay in those safety areas or safety houses and do not move, because we are very soon we will go into darkness, and you never know what will happen when darkness comes. So the advice is for our people to stay where they are, and then we will come and do the rescue, the search and the rescue when the Cyclone Evans has left the Western Division. A lot of our roads are blocked, and the advice to people in evacuation centers: please use whatever food or rations that you have for tonight until we come with new rations when Evans leaves us tonight.
And residents in the jet-set town say winds are getting stronger as heavy rain continues to belt the western region.
Currently we are experiencing very strong winds and together with the rain. And I believe this wind is probably more than 150 kilometers per hour. Most of the trees in the area have fallen down, coconut trees, mango trees. Some of the roof gutters are flying, tin corrugated irons are flying here and there, and all the business people that have their billboards have fallen down, and basically it's getting stronger and stronger every minute.
Reports are also coming in of the Navua River on the verge of breaking its banks. FBC journalist Shelvin Chand, who is in Navua, says water has started to spill onto the road. He adds people are already taking precautionary measures and moving to higher ground, especially with high tide expected in the next hour and a half. Coastal areas now face a threat of tidal surges later tonight. The government says people need to move away from the shoreline as high tide approaches this evening. The warning is for all coastal villages in Viti Levu.
People living around the coastal areas need to be aware of a tidal surge, in particular if the wind is blowing off the sea coming inland. There's high tides at the moment that are particularly high, so between 9:30 and 10 o'clock tonight they're predicting that the high tide may be 3 meters above what is normal. So if you're living in coastal areas and you are living in low-lying areas on that coast, please be aware of that. Move to safety before this occurs.
Power blackouts are now being experienced by those in the Central Division. Word from the FEA is that the transmission line from Wailoa Hydro Power Station to Suva has been damaged and needs urgent repairs, which can only be done tomorrow morning. FEA says they will also need to patrol the entire transmission line to ensure the rest of the power line is intact. However, this needs to be done through a helicopter and will only be carried out when the weather improves. As a result, FEA has now resorted to supplying the Central Division power demand through its Kinoya diesel power station, but due to the limited capacity, power will have to be rationed. That's the latest for now. Do join us in the next hour as we bring you more updates from around the region, and do join us also on our 6 radio stations. Until the next hour, I'm Roland. Good evening.